Manipal, yes, MIT.
So I'm a teacher there. But sometimes I find that the students, in spite of our best efforts, teaching a subject and all, the response, some of them, some are extremely good, but some are not responding. So can you please suggest a method so that I can bring them up some level, minimum level?
Yes. First of all, at that level, MIT is engineering level, the level of these boys and girls here, they are not children anymore. So one should not say in spite of our best efforts. Learning should come from them now. My responsibility, quality of my work, which means my studies, is my responsibility. That has must to be taught to them. It is your responsibility. I can drag you to water, horse to water. I cannot force a horse to drink. Now everything is set out in front of you. That's one thing. So they must take, the students must be autonomous learners. I want to learn. I want to learn. Second, I've seen where I am in Ramakrishna Mission, Belur Mutt, in the library, Swami Ranganathanandaji is a great orator, but how he became a great orator, we can see the development. His old notebooks are there in the library, preserved. At that time, they did not have money to buy books. He would go to the library or borrow a book from somebody and copy the whole book. No money to buy a pen also, pencil. Whole book is copied on the pencil, by the pencil. Imagine. Look at the difference between these two approaches. One approach is, here is this person who wants to learn so much, he somehow gets hold of a book and he copies the whole book with a pencil on a notebook, not on a notebook. And the other extreme, which I did not know, something new has come. I have missed out last 20 years. I have not gone to university classroom to study. But recently I had the chance to learn Indian logic, Navya Nyaya, at the Asiatic Society in Kolkata. Now, I was the only monk. Others were young, a little older than you, research students. So some of them were teachers, some of them research students, young men and women. One interesting thing I saw, which I had not seen earlier, the person who is teaching is an old Pandit, traditional Sanskrit Pandit. He is teaching. He writes with great difficulty, writes something on the blackboard. And I saw the students, I was amazed, but this may be common for all of you. Students there, the boys and girls sitting, young men and women sitting there, they looked at him. He's writing. After he finishes writing 5 minutes later, all of them whip out their mobile phones, picture taken and put in the pocket. What are you doing? Taking notes, Maharaj? Taking notes, Swamiji? Notes. You know what's the problem with this? I doubt how many of them will read that again. So you're taking notes. So the mobile phone is learning, no doubt. But whether you are learning or not, this is a difference. One extreme was that, where he had to copy because of force of circumstance. But you see the eagerness. He's eager to learn. So he takes the trouble of copying down the whole book. And here on the other hand, don't even bother. Teacher is working harder than the students. Students only click. This makes a very big difference. Just the act of copying something. Just the act of copying something. That means I am reading it, I am putting in my memory, then putting it down precisely on the notebook. That itself helps in learning. I'm not saying that you should copy books, but I'm saying be autonomous learners. You transfer that responsibility to the students. They must be convinced of this. I have to learn. At this level, you cannot do anything more with your responsibility. Okay. And one more thing, what teachers and institutions can do is reduce distractions. There are a lot of distractions now in life which were not there earlier. Internet is a distraction, mobile is a distraction, with instant communication with each other is very useful, but also a distraction. It distracts the mind. There was a book on the effect of computer and internet on schools in America. The name of the book is very interesting. The Flickering Mind. We say flickering screen. Name of the book is The Flickering Mind. Because of this easy availability of information and the hyperlinking going from one link to another, our minds also have become like that. We instantly demand satisfaction. Like searching is not there anymore. That ability to absorb is not there anymore. There's one interesting story of Pauling, the famous he won 2 Nobel Prizes, Linus Pauling, chemistry. So one day he was very busy. In those days, he was very busy. He said, I cannot go to the class today. With my research, I'm busy. So my old lectures were taped. In those days, spools were there, spools. So he told the assistant, you go and play this tape and the students will take down notes. Did that. Next day, again the same thing. Third day, Pauling said, let me go and see how it is going on. And he found the tape is being played. He's not there, so tape is being played. Students are also not there. Everywhere tape recorder is there, and they put the record button there. They have also bought tape recorder and put it there. So from tape recorder to tape recorder. Somebody said, in university education, knowledge flows from the lecturer's notes to the student's notes without entering the heads of either one of them. So reducing distraction. Can you devise strategies by involving the students? Students must be involved in the process. How can